Bienvenidos amigos and welcome back to another episode of More Life Diaries. And today we have a very special episode.
We're gonna get intimate.
We have YouTube cribs coming over to our house to check out how we're living.
We're inviting you in.
And we're gonna show you our place. Once we're done with that, we're gonna meet you guys right back here to discuss some of the things we really like about this place and how we found it.
And some of the things we hate.
Really harsh. And some of the challenges that we find with living in this specific apartment. I think I hear someone knocking downstairs. Let's go check out who it is and we'll meet you right back here. Peace.
Hey guys, I'm Kathleen and this is Callie. Welcome to our casita. Come on in. This is our casita. This is the main room here. Our dining room is here. This is where we eat our meals. As you can see, we have some local art, which we really like. You can actually find the original of this on the Malecon. And if you want to take note of the ceilings, this is one of the features that we really liked. It's like these rustic, traditional Mexican ceilings.
Let's go see the living room.
Yeah.
Our little living room area. We got a couch, we got a couple chairs. The furniture is not that comfortable here in this specific apartment. So we kind of wish that, we had our own stuff, but it's definitely doing the job. The kids, are all over it. So we do kind of get the use out of this little living room area. And one of our favorite areas is the little outdoor area here. So we have like a little type of balcony / patio area. It does get really hot. The view is beautiful out here. We do wish we had some patio furniture, but we don't want to buy anything since we are renting. But we do get quite a bit of use out of this space, and there's some beautiful plants, definitely a beautiful view, but the sun does come down really hard on this outdoor area. Let's go see the kitchen.
And then we have our kitchen. And what we really like about the kitchen is this like unique traditional tiling that's everywhere. One of the features that stood out to us when we were coming to visit. So it's even in the sink, the counters, the backsplash, everything. And we have our gas fire stove. No oven, which is traditional, or pretty common I should say in Mexico, not to have an oven. It is one of the things we miss because I do like to bake. And coffee maker and our water. And over here we have our washer dryer, which is really convenient to have. And this beautiful breakfast counter. We call it a breakfast counter. It can be any type of counter where you have a beautiful view of the bay.
Let's have a look at what's in the fridge. A lot and not a lot at the same time. A lot of beverages because it is getting quite hot. Callie tends to go in there and cool off a little bit. Let's go in the bedroom. So this is where all the magic happens. Oh, my bad. This is our bedroom, the master bedroom. We have a king-size bed, which we're very thankful for. It does get a little bit busy with the kids. Sleep in here sometimes with us. But yeah, this is basically the bedroom, a nice big bedroom. And we do have an outdoor space here, which might be a little bright, but I'll show you guys in the B-roll. We have a little balcony out front. It is very, very loud, which is definitely one of the things we like least about this place, is how loud it gets with the busy street here. But yeah, we don't really use this outdoor space too much. Loud and very, very dusty.
All right, let's go to the next room.
The next one's going to be mine.
Is the kids' room. So again, another spacious room just like ours. Yeah. We pushed the two twin beds together so they don't roll off the bed and they like to snuggle. But yeah, very generous space. What are you telling them? Yeah, that's your bed.
Let's jump in my bed.
What jumped? Maybe very jumpy, bouncy beds. Oh, and we have some original art here as well, right, Beth?
Yeah, my art on me. The Monster Jam. This is it. Art show. My favorite art. The dinosaur.
And then we can move on to our cute little washroom. It's small, but it gets the job done. So yeah, we just have the one bathroom with the shower here. I wouldn't mind a little bit more bathroom space. It is really cute. I think originally we really liked the brick and the tile. And it still is really cute, but there's some modern finishes that I do miss a little bit with the bathrooms. And then also just the size of it.
Welcome back, everyone, and we hope you guys enjoyed that tour of our apartment.
Our lovely abode.
God,
Thanks for coming.
One-liners. So we hope you guys enjoyed that little walk around. The kids were everywhere going crazy. Bassie was very happy to show you his artwork. So we hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, we just wanted to go over a little bit some of the details, how we came about finding an apartment, and the best ways to do so if you are planning on visiting short or long term.
So how we found this place was basically went on Facebook. There are several different Facebook groups. Basically found some pictures that we liked of this, actually the place downstairs. We contacted the agent and scheduled a visit. And then he ended up saying, oh, there's a place upstairs that's coming up for rent as well. It's very similar, just a little bit bigger. And we ended up taking this one just because of not so much the size, but the view is much better and the outdoor space was bigger.
The Facebook groups are definitely very helpful, especially if you are doing it remote. That's definitely the go-to, our biggest suggestion. If you go and join Facebook groups that are Spanish speaking only, the prices do tend to be a little bit lower.
Well, it's assuming that the Spanish speaking people are locals, and they will give the locals local prices. They might jack things up and give you a gringo price, English speaking gringo Facebook groups. And that being said, like that, I find that the Facebook groups was the easiest, most convenient way. They have pictures, it's easy to communicate. They list all the information for you. You can kind of shop around. It's very easy. One of the other ways to do this, and it's like only, obviously you have to be here to do this or have someone here to do this, is to walk around and ask around, look for signs, contact the numbers on those signs, or if you have people around here that you know, ask if they're going to be renting, if they know someone's going to be renting. From what we've heard from other people living here is, you know, that's the best way to get a good price.
Yeah, most places that do rent out on Facebook will have a sign outside, and a lot of the places don't advertise on the internet and do have a sign outside. So walk around, write down, or take pictures of the Serenta sign. And there's always a phone number with a WhatsApp contact. And that's definitely like the number one way to get
A good deal.
A good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So moving on to the things that really attracted us about this specific apartment versus other ones that we had visited around the area was...
We really wanted like a traditional style. I think we mentioned that in the tour. We wanted it to be, you know, the tiles, the roofing, just the more traditional look. We didn't want all the modern fixtures. We didn't want to feel like we were basically in a condo in Toronto.
Yeah, we really wanted to feel like we were in an apartment in Mexico and get that vibe.
Yeah, we wanted to have neighbors who were locals or even like a mix of other gringos, foreigners.
The overall like look of the apartment checked off all of our boxes in terms of like tiles and ceilings, the wood ceiling, the beautiful outdoor patio, the view. And I think the second part to that, which you're getting to, is the neighborhood.
Yeah, we wanted to experience the culture. Even in this neighborhood, there are more modern buildings that are basically all, I think, almost exclusively or virtually exclusively foreigners, right? Like whether they're snowbirds, whether they're people like us who are just living here, from whatever other country. It's not, you know, the locals. And we want to kind of be in the mix. We want to feel that we were somewhere else. We want to be able to have conversations in Spanish with locals. So that was a big, important factor for us.
Yes, I think Cinco de Diciembre is really our favorite neighborhood in Puerto Vallarta. We've gone to many neighborhoods. There's obviously Centro or Zona Romantica, Old Town, that are right beside. And to get to do it all over again, we would definitely pick this neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And if we ever move from this apartment, we'd be looking to stay in the neighborhood. So we get the question quite often, like, which neighborhood is kid friendly? And although this is kind of in the downtown core, we still find there are a lot of things to do for the kids. We're right near the beach. We're right near the big parks over in the stadium. So there's still a lot of things to do and a lot of kids around.
And to make a note, like we came from downtown Toronto, so we were used to living in the mix of everything, in downtown buildings. So I know like for some people, like they like to live in the cotos, which are kind of like gated communities, which would be kind of similar to a suburb. If you're coming from a suburb, that might be more comfortable for you. For us, we were kind of used to this already. The kids are used to it. So it wasn't like a huge transition. It was just like a downtown to a downtown move.
And the things that we find a little bit challenging or that we dislike about living here.
Number one is the noise. So we live on one of the main roads of Cinco de Diciembre, and because it's cobblestone, it's just, you hear constantly the cars, even if they're not honking, which they tend to not honk too much, but it's the music, it's just like the motors, whatever. And our bedrooms are on that street.
Mm-hmm.
So like our living room where we're sitting now, it seems quiet because we're facing another building and the ocean. So that's nice, but we're just at night, like you really realize how loud it can be.
Yeah, and on weekends, it's like the person that has the loudest music is the alpha. It's like sometimes we feel the bass, it's shaking our beds.
Wakes us up, like during
just
high
crazy
season,
loud, like clubbing loud music.
High season, long weekends,
Yeah.
it's just like, it's hard to sleep.
And just a lot of noise in general. Other than that noise, the other noise is more tolerable, like people playing music throughout the day, which is fine.
Roosters,
Dogs. A lot of dogs barking, especially when an ambulance comes by. There's like,
howling,
yeah,
and Bassy howls.
a lot of howling. So those are just kind of things that are during the day that don't bother us as much, but definitely just the overall sound of the traffic is probably the thing that bothers us the most. Again, to do it all over again, we definitely look to move to a little quieter area. So up the hill a little bit or within like side streets?
Or with a place where the bedrooms are away from the
Opposite.
street.
Yeah.
And that also causes, like being on the main road like that, it does cause like a lot of dust to come up.
Mhm.
So it does get dusty. Like we have a front balcony. We don't use it much just because it
Like
gets
this
constantly
much
dirty.
dust on it.
Yeah, it's loud and it gets dirty.
And a lot of the dust comes into the apartment. So we're just constantly sweeping, constantly wiping countertops, and it's like black dust everywhere. Other things that we don't like as much is, and we weren't prepared for this, so this is why we're telling you, is the bugs.
Yes.
So just to talk about the bugs a little bit, the ones that are the most annoying are the ants. There's currently, and there has been, ants everywhere, but as it gets hotter and more humid, they're like coming out of everywhere, man. So just constantly, again, wiping down the countertops full of ants. There's ants that get it in everything. If there's a small crumb on the ground, for sure there'll be like 1,000 ants on it by the end of the hour.
Yeah,
They move that quick.
we keep everything in the fridge, nothing out. I mean, with kids, it's hard because, you know, they hide, they spill things, they hide things. And it's not just us. I've talked to other people. It's a problem in many homes.
Mhm.
And it seems once they're in your home, there's no
getting them
Yeah.
out, and they get into everything. Like they get into the water.
They were in our laundry
supply.
machine for some
Yeah,
reason.
a lot of them in our laundry machine. They're all over our dining table, so we always constantly have to wipe stuff down. And they're like these little tiny quick ants. And basically our place is inside and outside, so there's no getting rid of them.
So the other big thing is the cockroaches, and these aren't the cockroaches that you see back home. That means that you have an infestation. They're just these giant, random cockroaches that come in.
Like like once a week. There's
Yeah.
one thick.
A lot of times they're already dead or half dead for some reason, but it's a humidity thing. They're attracted to the moisture. So this time of year, we see more than when we first arrived. They're just gross, but
Yeah.
what can you do? And then we have like little lizards around, which are cute, and
Yeah.
like they eat mosquitoes and other bugs, so I'm cool with them.
Yeah, the little lizards we like. They're super cute.
They do leave weird little poops on the wall and stuff like that you might think are mice, but it's actually the lizards.
And then we have little spiders everywhere that do eat the ants too, so we tend to leave them alone. Like these weird little
Like
white,
really skinny,
yeah.
light-looking ones that like if you like that, they'd fly away. But that's what we have here. I think it's gonna vary depending where you are. When we lived up the hill, it was closer to the forest, so we saw more, mosquitoes, more giant spiders.
A lot of mosquitoes, yeah.
I've
Some
heard-
gnarly spiders.
Yeah, I've heard tales of scorpions in certain areas, but we don't get any of that. Thankfully, it's just annoying ants.
Yeah, so overall, I mean, we love living here still. We do love our place. Kind of made it feel like home, and the kids love it as well. Our neighborhood is great. So if we had to do it all over again, I don't think we'd change anything per se. And if we do have to move in the near future, we'll definitely be sticking around Cinco de Diciembre. So we hope you guys enjoyed this house tour. If you have any question, hit the comment section down below, or you can always message us on social media. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. It really helps us greatly. We'll be putting out a ton of content and travel videos. So thank you so much for all of your continued support. And this is our journey. More Live Diaries. Peace.
Bye.